All right, guys, what is up? It is your boy Defness45. Again, you can follow me on Twitter at IamDefness45. I'm going to go over some of my GPP picks for today's slate, Tuesday, April 30th, 2019. Again, I discussed this in my last video yesterday, kind of my first video, just discussing a little bit of MLB. But the big thing you want to be doing is, number one, making sure your GPP lineups are all different in some way. Don't play the exact identical lineups in different contests. Also, if you're just starting out or you're a new player, try to get into single entry contests. Not as much like a like a minimum 150 lineup. Those are for MME players, multi-lineup entry players. Those are guys where you're going to find more of the sharks. You have a little bit better advantage in a single or a 3 max entry. Again, myself personally, especially MLB, I try to play $10 to $15 a day. I focus on $1 GPP contests. I get into a lot of multi-entry because I've been playing for a while now. I do find single entry when I can. I used to be heavier in cash play. Cash play is great for someone who's trying to manage bankroll, but you have to get your cash. You have to hit on your cash lineups. So I'll discuss quick for guys that are new. GPP lineup is where basically the top, usually 20% of the field wins, and you have an opportunity to win a lot more money. You know, like on $1, you could win $10,000 or $1,000 if you get in first place, right? Or if you place like, if it's out of 10,000 people, if you place like 200, you could win like $5 for that dollar. Whereas in a cash lineup, which would be your 50-50s, your double ups, those are either gonna double your money if you get in like the top 40% of the people that are in the contest, and then in a 50-50, you're gonna basically get 80% of what your buy-in was, but you can't win a ton of money like in that contest. So if you place, you're basically doubling your money, or you're getting 80% more of what your buy-in or your entry fee was. What's up, brother? How you doing, Sean? Nice to see you in here. I didn't think anybody'd be in here this afternoon. I'm trying to get this in between sales calls. Good to see you in here, brother. So just gonna go over a couple of my picks that I'm on. So bats that I really like tonight. There's some big savings that I've already seen. That Perez, I like the Reds bats against Vargas for the Mets. So if Perez is going to be a big savings for you in DK. It's $3,300. He's going to be leading off. So he's leading off right now. He's in the one hole. $3,300 at second base, right? I think that's a great stab. Another one in my bats, I like these righty bats, so I'm going to like Suarez at third base as well. And I think he's, what is he, $4,100? Get him in here. And then if you want to continue to stack, I would either go with like Puig. I think he's $3,800. You got Irvin as well. And you also have Kemp as an option. Let's just see what Kemp is quick. Kemp's $3,600. So, or no, he's on IL. He just went to IL. Never mind. Scratch him. So go to Puig at $3,800. Run that. Pitching wise as well for this team, I love Castillo. Obviously, Bauer's going to be the chalky to play. Terrain, I heard, is chalk too. So that's another stack I really like tonight. Is going against the grain for GPP, right? We want to go against what the field's doing. So Terrain, I'm hearing over 20% ownership from what I've seen or heard so far today. So bats that you can get into this stack as well, you can almost double it up. So you can do like a Padres stack. You can do Hosmer at first base, right? I think he's, what is Hosmer? Let's check it out here quick. They're really reasonably priced. Again, it's not the easiest matchup, but we're doing GPP. So he's $4,100, and then you can also do Myers, who is first base and outfield eligible. He's $4,300, so you could slide those guys in. Another guy I really like for savings, if you're looking for another great player that's going to be in a one-hole more than likely, would be Zobrist for the Cubs, right? Leading off. Another $3,300 plug. And then you can kind of fill in from there. A couple other one-offs I really like. Obviously, Philly bats I don't mind as well. I actually don't mind Detroit bats either. But you get a guy like Harper, or even go to Texas and go to Cho, who's usually always going to be a leadoff. What's Cho at? I didn't write it down here. So he's $4,800. Oh, we already got them filled, but that'd be another option for you. Would be Cho. I also, again, it didn't do too well for me yesterday. Twins bats, they don't have quite as tough of a matchup. But again, if the weather holds out, and I don't know if it's going to or not, but if they do play, I still don't mind going to Rosario, going to lefties, Rosario, Polanco, Kepler. Those guys are hard to strike out. They're not striking out easy this year. So pitchers, I'll just kind of go with you real quick. Obviously, I will have a little bit of Bauer. Castillo, I really like. Turan, you know, if I'm not going to do it, my lineups against my stacks, obviously I wouldn't play him. I love our boy Jacob Junis. Shout out to Ballsy on that guy. He's going up against Tampa Bay. I think he's in a really, really good spot against those Tampa Bay Ray bats. It just really, with him, it depends on how he gets it going. Pretending to work. Yeah, right on, man. Throw me off guard. I don't know. I think that's really where I'm going to turn. Nova's just terrible, but if you're looking for a guy down low for a SP2, you want to go higher up on your bats, I wouldn't mind going somewhere like that. He's really going to be a hit or miss, though. But if you go Junis as like your 2 and go Castillo or Bauer, those would be kind of the guys I would be targeting tonight. So that's about all I got, man. So again, Zobrist as another guy at $3,300, but my bats are going to be really the Reds and the Padres tonight as far as stacks, and then I'll be filling in elsewhere. So the Padres, Reds, and then you could go like Detroit or Philadelphia bats as well, but those are kind of where I'm going to lean to, and I'll be mixing it up, intertwining where I can. So with that being said, that's what I got for today. It's my quick picks, my stacks, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.